But the thing that Carlos Alcaraz said, and again, it's awkward. Well, it's not, but it's
Alcaraz.
You guys are putting the Z
You're
on
American.
it. This just happened to me in Los Angeles. Everyone there calls it Los Feliz. And I'm like, it's Los Feliz. And they're like, no, it's not. And they've changed it. They've changed it so they don't pronounce Los Feliz. They've made it Americanized.
Why don't you call it Los Angeles?
I should.
Yeah. California is very famous for Americanizing Spanish words out there.
He says that he's prioritizing his mental health, and he doesn't particularly care about whether he's the best in the world or not. He says, I was number 1 in the world, and I was happy, and now I'm number 3 in the world, and I'm equally happy. And he's just giving voice to balance. And my question to you is this something that you guys understand? Because it's almost never uttered by athletes where it's like, I'm good being in third place. I don't need to be first.
I'm not saying it's the case for all tennis players or all, golf players, but they only care about the majors in those sports. And as long as you're winning majors, and he's competing, he's making it to the finals, he's winning the actual majors, they don't care about the rest. I'm not saying everyone. I'm just saying I could see where Alcaraz is like, you know what? I'll be ready for the majors. I'll compete in the majors. I don't care if I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'm going to take my time the rest of the.
But that's not what he's saying. He's speaking to the mental health imbalance of I need to be the best. I need to compare myself against others. Look, this one,
Dan. I'm just saying the best in that sport is defined by the amount of majors you win. Period.
Is he practicing fewer hours? Is that what you say?
He did
to be
follow
3?
up. He did follow up an Indian Wells final appearance, which he always performs well there, with a loss to a 34-year-old Dave Goffin in Miami in the round of 64. It was a perplexing loss, and those comments. I mean, Alcaraz has an opportunity to be all-time great, given his age, given the success that he's already had, and typically in that sport, guys that have that in front of them, they don't get quoted saying things like that. They often say the opposite. Like, if Wawrinka wanted to say that when he was doing his best to get up to that upper echelon and guys like Roddick, Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer were holding him down, I guess I understand. I'm playing against 3 of the greatest of all time in my era. That's unfortunate. But Alcaraz, he's the best going right now in terms of tools, in terms of athleticism. It's either him or Monfils. Those are 2 of the most athletic tennis players I think we've ever seen.
He's fine with third. Wait till he gets down to 12th or 13th. He's not going to be so happy.
And it's coming soon.
Well, let's talk about this for a second, because I will say to you that something that I have noticed later in life that was not so for me earlier in life is that I have had turned upside down the nobility in being competitive. It was something that at one time in my life was important to me. What are you making faces about?
Because you are
before?
competitive.
No,
You're
listen,
still competitive.
No, listen. Yes, but less so. And I've seen the nobility in it less. And I've worked toward, you can make all the faces you want, but I know the work I'm doing here. I know how I feel about this. And I'm vastly less competitive than I used to be by leaps and bounds. And also, I've noticed the specific mental health challenges in social media and always comparing yourself to somebody who you think is having something better as a life than you. I think this is affliction that is tormenting a lot of people with the disease that is the addiction of social media. And so when he articulates something that in sports is viewed as wrong, bad, I don't care about being the best. I have stopped seeing the nobility in having to be better than person X. I'm number 3 now, and I'm equally happy to when I was number 1. It's an articulation I have not heard said publicly by athletes. I've heard it said privately, but this is someone who's actively choosing to tell you, my happiness is more important to me than this thing that makes me so competitive that it makes me unhappy. And I'm going to choose happiness over being the best. It's usually not something that people want from their athletes. And furthermore, it's not something that can be said in team sports. It's only something that can be said out loud if you're an individual, because your teammates will not acknowledge that that's the way to be.